Yo, so Tiger Woods' girlfriend of the past 6 years is now trying to sue him for $30 million after they broke up. She trying to break the NDAs that he made her sign and everything so she could, I guess, go on and write a book or talk about it, whatever. She tried to find some way to get around this, to get some money out this man now that they're not together. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what the Shade Room posted. They said, Erica Herman, the longtime girlfriend of Tiger Woods, is now suing him for $30 million after he kicked her out of the home that they shared for 6 years. She said she was set up by Woods and his people. They told her to pack a suitcase for a quick solo trip. They then dropped her off at the airport and told her she could not come back to the house. They changed the locks on her. Herman says that she performed valuable services for Woods in exchange for living in the home rent-free. She claims that she had an oral agreement which allowed her to stay in the home for up to 5 years in the event that they were to split. Ooh, like, okay. Oral agreement, so you don't got it in writing. So it's not an agreement. You know what I'm saying? So be gone with that. Like, you mean to tell me after we break up, I agreed to pay for your living for 5 years after we broke up? I'm going to pay for a house for you to stay in and get banged by some other dude for 5 years after we... Come on, man. This is why dudes don't be wanting to get married, because, and listen, I still believe in marriage, but the more stuff like this happens, it's just so ridiculous that the state puts their nose in people's business and allows women to just ravage men of any type of money or wealth. You are a girlfriend. You're not a wife, but now since you have been a girlfriend of some time, you are now trying to take wife privileges. And they do the common law marriage after 7 years. So hold on. How you going, as the state, tell me that now we married, but I ain't saying we married? Well, y'all to live together for 7 years. Black folk would live together for 20 years without no commitment. Are you crazy? You ain't just going to put your nose in here and tell us. But luckily, Tiger lives in a state, I believe Florida, where they don't recognize common law marriage. And if they did, I think he'd just cut it off after 6 years just to be short, because usually common law kicks in around the 7th year or something like that. But it's like, yo, you was with the man for 6 years. You was along for the ride. You experienced the highs of the highs. If you could not have saved enough money and hoarded enough of those trinkets that he was giving you over the years to now be able to come out of this marriage and make something of yourself, or be doing better than you was before he scooped you off the side of the road or wherever he got you from, I don't know what to tell you. And you are not owed $30 million just because you were in a relationship with this man. I don't understand how women, when you're married, that they just think just because they was with you and they contributed nothing to your wealth, but just because they was with you, they're owed half of your empire just because they spent 5 years, 5, 6, 7 years married to you. It's ridiculous to me. He don't have no children with this woman. He made her sign all type of NDAs and this, that, and the other, so she can't go and talk about their relationship after they're done. She's trying to get out of that. She's trying to do everything she can to see if, can the people around talk about it? Can people that I know that knew that we were in a relationship and maybe they knew a couple of the ins and outs of our relationship without me telling them, can they talk about it without me being sued or negligent in the agreement? Is she trying to find any way to come out of this on top and get some money? And I was talking to my homegirl the other day, and it was like, this was the conversation we was having, because she like, why is men so weird about, knowing they got to have money and this, that, and other when they mess with certain type of chicks? And I was like, where do y'all get that? We not weird about that. We know when we mess with a certain type of chick that we got to have money, that we got to come to the table. We know when we messing with the brokest of the brokest chick that we got to have some money, because she going to talk about you anyway. A chick that can't rub 2 pennies together with 5 kids will call you dusty and broke and demean you and roast you in front of everybody, knowing that she wearing her homegirl dress with her sister shoes on, her grandma earrings, and she ain't got nowhere to go for the night. You know what I'm saying? You can't take her home. She don't have one. She stay with her mama. You know what I'm saying? But she will talk about you like a dog if you can't take her here and take her there. If you ain't a man that got a house, a car, a this, a that, and extra money to spend to go on trips and go here and go do that and take her kids here and do it, she'll talk about you like a dog. But men are used to that. We know we got to get our chips together when approaching women. That's why we approach, if you in the club or something like that, that's why we approach with money. Hey, can I buy you a drink? Can I buy you something to eat? This, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? Most men approach with that scenario in their head already. What can I get you? So we know this, but we're also taking a chance every time we do this because a lot of chicks just be trying to get some money out you. And that's what I was like explaining to her, that a lot of chicks just be, we'll marry a chick from Burger King that don't make nothing. You could be a millionaire. But like Chris Rock said this, Jay-Z could be the billionaire he is, and if Beyonce worked at Burger King, Beyonce so fine, she could still pull Jay-Z. If he saw her at Burger King and she was talking like she talked, he would pluck her out of Burger King, marry her, and she would be with him in billionaire life status. Other way around, not so much. You know what I'm saying? If Jay-Z worked at Burger King and Beyonce was a billionaire, not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that dynamic. We know we gotta have money when it comes to but the thing that bugs us, the thing that I was telling her that bugs a lot of men, is men that have money. I ain't got no money. So, you know, I'm just speaking for other people right now. I'm speaking for my future self when I get a couple dollars together. Shut up. I'm gonna get it together. But look, it's just the whole thing that when a man comes and does pluck you out of somewhere, like Tiger Woods did this chick, and take care of you and give you everything you wanted and everything you wanted. And in in a lot of cases, they marry you and get, you know what I'm saying? You say you want marriage, you want babies. They give you all of that. And then a chick will just take all of the money and time you invested in her and be like, that ain't enough. I want to divorce you and I want half your money. Give me half your empire and I want residuals due to the kids and marital residuals, spousal support and all that. And then they take that money and run and then go bang Pookie and Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? That's what we have a problem with. Why is it so easy to do for a chick? It's like nothing's enough for y'all. We jump through all the hoops, take care of you and this, that, and the other, and you'll entertain a goofy that you halfway like because he may be husband material, but you'll still let Pookie and Ray Ray bang it out and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll take the money of the goofy that you didn't really like and go and run off in the sunset with him and let him spend up all your money. That's the thing that bugs men, that like y'all can just come and wreck our whole lives because you just don't care. You know what I'm saying? You say you care. You say you want these things. You say you want us to marry you. Then we do that, and then whole empire wrecked because of this. You have guys like Tiger Woods who is trying to, he's learned his lesson from before, which is why he ain't married this chick. And he's put NDAs in place and this, that, and another. And she's still trying to get around it. And she might be able to get around it. I'm going to tell you this. I'm probably not going to be surprised if she finds some way to get some money out of Tiger Woods in this whole debacle. Which is ridiculous that we're even talking about her suing him for $30 million because their relationship dissolved. So it's even crazier to think that she might actually, maybe she don't sue for the $30 million, but maybe she settles for $5 or something like that. Like, it's crazy to think that that's even a possibility in the world we live in, but it is. But what do y'all think about it, man? I don't get it, but this your boy P. Camp. Put something in the comments. Tell me what you think about this situation. Get at your boy.